the Space Center bombing trial, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. And it's to clear Miss Wood's name. Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Terran. Apollo's a tough guy, but this is taking its toll on him. Yeah, poor guy, being attacked by Terran like that on top of all his other injuries. Apollo's resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. We've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. You must miss him too, huh? That you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry, he's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Trilogy look so down. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating. Alright, enough of this, people! This is no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you! You're the only one who's crying, Athena. Technicalities! Look! We have work to do! We have to take over! Take over what exactly? Apollo Space Center case, of course. As no verdict's been reached, there's still a chance. I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade. Right, Daddy? Apollo hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. Good. That's it. Let's get going. Come on, we gotta win. Wait, like now? We better not be winning the whole way. Here she goes. I'm gonna go catch up. Take care of the office, Trucy. Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm going to make some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you. She seems to be feeling a little better. You can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm. Oh, she's back! Don't mind me. Just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, the documents, my bag. Sounds more like you forgot everything. Always count on Athena for that too. Alright, you two. Let's be careful out there. So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous even I've heard of him. That's right. He's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up and out of space 7 years ago. He seems to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm more excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you. The Phoenix Light. Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it. Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wayne and I have got you covered. And you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Huh? You mean other than at your trial? I don't think so. I guess so. My mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft. Yikes. He seriously got to stop depressing himself. Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere? Which means we would shine like shooting stars, right? Like shooting stars, huh? No, you're right. Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. This is mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Oh yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. To the stratosphere and beyond. Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me whatever, anything you want. Is that really all it takes? So you have no memory at all of the incident. I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula. Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? You got it all wrong. I showed him doing the investigation too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. It is true. I developed a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know? The so-called Hat 1 miracle? That must have been a terrifying experience. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I did not hit pause. So, making that clear. But I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performances before launch. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. But the tranquilizers were found in your system. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why. I'm done for. You take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you. Exactly. That's what I thought. It must have been the real culprits. My medication was in my locker, and we could have gotten their hands on it. Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed. I'll say, your man substantial your print on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small? Like about the motor weapon, for example? That knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah. Staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. Other technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right? That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with their craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. But I managed to make it somehow, with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer. No wonder they dubbed it the H-18-1 miracle. It's a miracle you made it back. Space is a boundless place. That's why it continues to capture people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. The darkness just goes on forever and ever and ever without end. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone. With nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeats. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. After the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission? What? No way. Of course not. Even now, I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless. But you have to admit, it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid? I was afraid. Of course I was. Still I am. But space is a man's final frontier. An unknown world. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. The victim, Clay Terran, he was kind of your protege, wasn't he? It wasn't a bit exaggerated deal like Master and Apprentice or anything like that. Clay did think of me as his mentor. His mentor and protege. What a combination they must have been. His encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space. But now... Clay must have been very encouraging, huh? Yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I'd hear him shout, "You're fine," I always got the feeling everything really was gonna be just fine. You're fine? Paula says I'm fine, and you're fine all the time too? I always feel encouraged too whenever I hear him shout it. Yeah, Clay and Paula were best buds. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were high school kids. One day out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. They used to hung around the Space Center so much they were like a part of the staff. One time during Trilogy training, I started to panic a little bit. I cheered him to shouting, "You're fine," over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now.
Speaking of clay... How do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder? But I can't even begin to imagine. He actually did climb down that ladder, so wait, it has to exist. I'm getting tired of sighing. From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. That Portuguese in the dark night skies and that bed through barred windows. You're fine. Solomon's Soul stomach is fine. Everything is going to be alright. Huh? Anything he likes is fine. Come on, Mr. White. You too. Do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine. I can't hear you! Phoenix Wright is fine! Get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck? Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us. Apollo believes in you wholeheartedly, and it's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith into you. I've had to make it back into space. All I need first is a not guilty verdict. So it feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine. Okay, Mr. White. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started. Pronto! Good idea. Let's go. Wow, I was wondering what kind of place the Space Center would be. It almost looks like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know that they even let public see the rockets up close? Oh, so check it out. Look at how bluntly the Gaiaxa logo signs in the sign above the entranceway. I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's going for. Gaiaxa, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is Gaia supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I'd have it abbreviated to GAXA or even Gaia. I guess so. Oh, I know. Maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu. Anyway, This place is more than just a resource facility. It's also a tourist attraction. Tourist attraction? Don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Galactic Scoodle, full speed ahead.
Yikes. Who's this geezer and what's he want?
Look upon me, look well. Behold the great power of space science.
Pardon me, but who are you?
My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos. I am the director of the Cosmos Space Station. The center of the cosmos.
That was pretty groan-inducing. This person is the space station's director, then that means... Huh? So you were the one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you? And who was the first to find the victim?
Actually, there were two of them.
The space center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Army.
That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. But this talk of the incident made by any chance the space police.
You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know. Mr. Starbucks lawyers, we're to investigate his case. Oh, we are Earth lawyers, by the way. I see, yes, I've heard about you. In that case, if I might seem to grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go ahead, have at it. I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble. Well, let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's be professional and ask him about where he found the body, okay? So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically?
Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind.
I use the word specifically in my question.
Attention all personnel to the break stations. Prepare for break.
I got it. You just want to know how to tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
That's exactly right.
Because I'm an important man. My manner is important. So this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundless of space.
What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically?
I will tell you. I was the central figure of that Hatch 1 project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it! I could more impressive if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Can you tell us what you know about this from the other day?
I refuse.
What?
Explaining is a job of common folk, not the director of the center of the cosmos. The testimony which will go down in space history will be heard in the courtroom.
What? Does that mean that you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That's correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
So if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Director Cosmo is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. Let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. That Hat 1 was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? Despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home. I suppose it is by my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart to you the complete story of the Hatch 1 project. Thank you very much. Hat 1's notable mission was to collect samples from an asteroid. Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hatch 1 reached its planned orbit. Where it launched the Hook probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hook probe began its long and lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth. The struggle was when the incident known as the Hatch 1 miracle occurred, right? Correct! It truly was a miracle, of course. This had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It took a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth just a few days ago. What kind of samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time to take this kit back the day before Terran's murder. We're attempting to spread the samples into everything that has occurred. This puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years. It's quite impressive. This space is loud enough to drag it after all. The growing age of space development. Our predecessors were successful in bringing a moonwalk back. This is the greatest achievement in the history of this space center. The public flying level space in all of its glorious potential. A moonwalk, huh? I remember that being big. Our endeavors with the moonwalk will live on in our walk with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hope and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. My mission as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos. There's lots of reasons for moonwalks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. What? Bite your tongue! It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's for all the brilliant future that awaits mankind, all for my illustrious mission. To use some budget cuts myself, it's the type, but I won't hear it. This space program has a lot of budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, you know, I said I'd better bust up for the case.
Is that so? Well, I'll be on my way. As you can see, I'm a very busy and very important man. Galaxy electric scooter! Fire up the main engine, max battle speed, and engage! That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going too.
You bet. Let's make it so.
This is where Mr. Terran was murdered?
Yeah, this is the lounge.
Let's see, that diagram the police made again. We're now in the main building here on the right side of the 3rd floor. Claim Mr. Starbuck fled here from the launch pad 1 after the explosion. You there! No minutes without express permission. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk. Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What tricks should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So, to get to the Launchpad number 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait. That door. It looks awfully familiar. Good eye there, boss. This is the claim Mr. Starbuck used during the escape from the launch pad. That explains it. The fingerprint system here has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now come on, let's go! So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape? Yep. This is the only thing connecting launchpad number 1 with the main building. I see police taped in at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launchpad. After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the launchpad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor's a straight shot. Huh? It's you loyal people! Welcome to the Space Center! Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? I'm here to investigate the scene. Same as you. You have any info to share? Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? Trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? If on the case, huh? Alright, I'll gladly share some of it with you. Huh? What just happened? Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today. I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Well, we need information, so let's run with it. You say so. Detective Fulbright. Can you give us information to investigate the crime scene? The officer's on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do? That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. So I have some snacks delivered. One of my men gives a mean neck rub. Uh-oh.
That's okay. But thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright. I know. Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. You think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Over the case, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right. I was here on a security assignment. Police required to secure rocket launchers now? I didn't know that. Yeah, you know how us to serve and protect. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Can you tell us more about what happened? Of course, a bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Lost Pad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right. There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the likes. So, where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. There wasn't impossible to get down to this basement shelter? No, we loaded an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. There was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. Wow, what an ordeal. Climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too. Well, never mind that. I thought you would know that there was a witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. First, he was climbing down through a window to the 3rd floor lounge. So, he was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right. It was just a matter of chance that he saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? But that's the most important thing of all. Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her. Okay, huh? Alright, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. Gee, you sure have been cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Yes, well, actually, something you can't talk about. Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What was that all about? Something's definitely going on. I'm going to get out of him the next time I see him. Okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. You two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. As I said, I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub too if you'd like. Uh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see. Where is that diagram again? So this lands on the 3rd floor of the main building. According to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then. You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem though. This room. It's just so big. Don't worry. We can use this to help us. A Space Center pamphlet for tourists. Yep, picked it up at the entrance. The map and sites would come in handy. Let's see. Yep, here it is. A map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person. Wait, just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss. It's just a holographic image. Oh, yeah. I knew that. That's a relief. There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet anyway. The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push that button, isn't it? And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues. Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. He was stretched out like this, and what's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples. Alright, Dr. Cosmo mentioned something about that too, didn't he? They were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat-1 launched. I wonder what they look like. You think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we solve the case, okay? No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. It has an odd glint in her eye. She's thinking about trying that thing out. I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid to just outmuscle me. Hey, Mr. White! Look at that up there! Some kind of fragment. It's stuck in tight. That's what the glint was all about. That looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank. I think you're right, but that's here. It means Clay's tank was up after they arrived at the boarding lounge. Supposed to hear Blackwood's theory that Mrs. Starrock dropped Clay down the ladder. It must be wrong. This proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right. It seemed the motor wasn't the launch pad. Haha! Way to go, Apollo! So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet! We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. There are 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy. People usually say West, East, and South in a case like this, you know. Details, details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map Launchpad 1 corner. That's where we were with the detective. There's sort of smoke after the explosion. Right. Next up, the right door, right-hand side of the map, or east in your words. That's the door with the satellite dish icon sitting for communication. AKA the control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. Communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the space center. The space center, if you will. Does anybody start to talk like the Raptor Cosmos after they've been here a while? It seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor, which they used for the HAT-2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time. I always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we're here, I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. I want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. That much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door... Oh, excuse me. South door that leads to the elevators. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yep. And of course, there is no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. The elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. That's about it for the three musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks. Understand the light of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I want to try it. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do mid-air somersaults. We're still on Earth, remember. Besides, it's connected to the ceiling. Well, at least I could jump really high. The sign on the wall right there says, don't jump too high. What good is this thing? Did I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? What's this? A trap door? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in the science fiction movies. No way, all the robots are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi to it if you want. Hey, I see something shiny down there. Let's take this go off then. What's this? Looks like a metal jelly bean. It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see. Don't make the caliber 10? Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? radius diameter. But I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. Maybe if you tried firing a bullet this small for a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left of the south door side of the room, according to this map. It's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the code we need. Let's see. This door is... What is that pamphlet? Here we are. It's a door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright. So I guess the security lock must be disengaged right now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing besides the door. This must be the fingerprint recognition device. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackhawk talked about it at the trial. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just enter the area from the lounge. One must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are persons few with the clearance to do so. Does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? The number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small. Voila! Fingerprint powder! I buy it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it. Wow, what do you think I had? Now let's test the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find. You got it! Let's just move some here and a little over there and... Let's see what we have here.
Oh, we got something! Aw, it's only a single set of prints. Isn't that a good thing? So I wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit's prints on the first try. Oh, I'm going to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right. There's the security footage of this door too. Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day. Wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove. Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane, so what kind of stove would require knob security like this? Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off. Right? If it was for a stove, so I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine? If you had to stop the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in. And I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here. Just push it. That's the irreviable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed.
Hey, that holographic image disappeared. Yeah, that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. So let's see if we can't find anything new if the image off. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh. Didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen. Hey, Mr. White, take a look at this. It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. Pretty big. Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun. You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Well, whoever says it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around somewhere? No. The police might have taken it, though. Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Welcome to the Space Center guest. Welcome. What in the world? My name is Ponko. Ponco. Ponko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. A robot. I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. Ponco. Ponko. Glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I missed you. Do you know this thing, Athena? Oh, yeah. Showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy, so very happy. Oh, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix White. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Ouch. That hot. Oh, so he has to register people he meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine, too. His name is Phoenix. Not overly familiar, but I'll allow it. Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face. Oh, sir. Registering. Picture registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. Silver is pretty cute. You made a friend, boss. Isn't that great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you right this way. Oh, goody. Let's go, boss. Go where?